Okie dokie, so I've just watched Over the Limit. This was not a good show, boys and girls. Honestly, the only thing actually worth watching on it is the Orton versus Christian match, which is quite probably the best Orton match I have seen in an extremely long time. It was a 4-star match, it was entertaining, it had plenty of back and forth, the crowd were really into it. This was a great match, a genuinely worthy of 4 stars match. However, the rest of the pay-per-view was blah. Unless you really, really enjoy Cena getting his ass kicked for the best part of, 10-15 minutes? Which I suppose was vaguely entertaining in a slightly sadistic sense. But, the ending was obvious and annoying. The booking was really bad generally throughout the show. I think Over the Limit is progressively becoming one of my least favourite WWE pay-per-views. Like I said, the one match on the whole thing that's really worth watching is Christian versus Orton. It was a really entertaining match. I will try and run through the card for you. She said, if I can find the card. Well, the first match was Rey Mysterio versus R-Truth, which was alright. It was alright. It wasn't really good or really bad. It was just alright. It was sit-throughable. The other match that was kind of worth watching, I'd say that the first match was sort of a 2.5-star match. I really wasn't paying fabulous attention, so if it was better than I've said, please let me know, because I genuinely wasn't paying that much attention to it. I really, really find that, so I'm trying to find the full card so I can pull it up so I can remember what the matches were like. And it is that sort of pay-per-view. It is kind of like, I've got to check to remember what the matches are, because it was just not memorable at all. The whole pay-per-view was a bit sort of like, ugh. Apart from, like I said, the Orton Christian match, which was very good. I really enjoyed it. Okie dokie. That's still not in the right order, is it? We had Wade Barrett versus Ezekiel Jackson, and the second this came on, I said, I will put money on the fact that if it's 1-on-1, then Zeke's going to win, and if the core interferes, then Wade Barrett's going to get DQ'd, and the core interfered, and Wade Barrett got DQ'd. It was another, yes, we've done this before so many times. And there wasn't anything really interesting about it. Sin Cara versus Chavo Guerrero, I quite enjoyed. A few people were saying in the chat, this is going to be a squash match. I was like, no, this is going to be Chavo when Chavo's actually allowed to do something. And it was quite entertaining for that value. It's probably a solid 3-star match. I actually really enjoyed it from the point of view of being a fan of the old cruiserweights. I know there are people that don't like cruiserweight and the high-paced type wrestling and call it Spotfest or whatever, but I genuinely enjoy that sort of style, and this was a nice little match. Big Show and Kane versus CM Punk and Mason Ryan. This was an odd match. It really was, because it seemed like whenever Mason Ryan was in the ring, he was dominating, and then CM Punk could get squashed for a bit, and then Mason Ryan would build it back up, and it was just a bit sort of like, shouldn't that be the other way around? Shouldn't CM Punk be the one who's the stronger part of the team? They didn't. Big Show and Kane won by pinning Mason Ryan. I just thought it was a badly written match overall. The Divas match, the entire time I was waiting for Kong to come out, she didn't come out, so I was massively disappointed, and that's about all there is to say about that. Kiss My Foot match, Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. The entire of this match, we were discussing who should go back to ROH, and I was paying very, very, very little attention. I did like the ending. I did kind of like everybody getting their revenge bit. That was quite cool. But it was an overly long segment, in my opinion. Randy Orton versus Christian, as I said, were the best thing on this card by a long way. There was the crowd for this was brilliant. There was a lot of Christian support. There was some Orton support. There was some proper Christian versus Orton chants, and the whole energy of this match was fantastic. Honestly, I swear this was the match that everybody came to see, because the rest of the pay-per-view, it really did not look like anybody in the crowd gave a shit what was going on. John Cena versus The Miz. Miz beats John Cena up for 15 minutes, plays a tape of Cena saying I quit, and gets caught with the tape, and the match is restarted. John Cena beats him up for about a minute, and Miz quits, which was it's just really bad booking. It just makes the Miz look really weak, which there was no necessity for. I just think they could have made it so much more balanced and made it so much more interesting. It was a John Cena I quit match. It was just tacky and dull and annoying. Okay, so results. R-Truth won. Guess they actually are going to push him then. Sin Cara won. The Brie Bella won, but it was the other Bella that actually won because of the Twin Magic thingy. Yeah, you know that bullshit. Big Show and Kane won. Wade Barrett got DQ'd because of the core. Jerry Lawler won. Randy Orton won, and John Cena won. So apart from I would have had Christian go over, that match was brilliant. The rest of it, don't bother watching it, to be honest. You really won't miss anything. Okie dokie, so that's my thoughts of WWE Over the Limit. Take care, and I shall see you next time. Bye.